The shocking benefits of adding this powder to your coffee. Coffee is not just a morning pick-me-up for millions of seniors. It can quietly steal strength or help rebuild it faster than pricey supplements. After 60, the body can lose up to 8% of muscle each decade, raising the risk of falls, fractures, and early decline. Here is the surprising truth. When you pair coffee with the right natural ingredients, that same cup can act like powerful medicine. Hidden in overlooked studies, these additions have been shown to calm inflammation, support healthy arteries, trim stubborn belly fat, and even help rebuild lost muscle. You will not hear much about them in ads. There is no billion-dollar profit in simple, affordable ingredients. Today you will discover 8 proven additions you can stir into your coffee each morning, ranked from number 8 up to number 1. Stay to the end because the number 4 ingredient is so effective that one study found it improved mobility in seniors by more than 40%. Yet hardly anyone in the West is using it. Before we dive in, how old are you? Where are you watching from? And how has your health been lately? Tell me in the comments. We read every single one. Number 8, cinnamon. Underused spice, big payoff. When you stir cinnamon into coffee, it turns a simple cup into a quiet ally for muscle health. Cinnamon brings natural compounds that calm inflammation, support circulation, and most importantly, help stabilize blood sugar. That last part matters after 60 because erratic blood sugar drains muscle energy and speeds up fatigue. John, 68, felt wiped out after lunch and weaker on the stairs. He tried a small sprinkle of cinnamon in his morning coffee. Within weeks, he stopped nodding off in the afternoon. His legs felt lighter, and his home readings dropped by about 20 points. A small habit, real relief. Here is why it helps. Big swings in glucose trigger insulin spikes that make it harder for muscles to take up nutrients. Cinnamon smooths those swings so muscles get steadier fuel instead of highs and crashes. Start with 1/2 teaspoon in your morning coffee and stir well. Choose Ceylon cinnamon, also called true cinnamon, because it naturally contains less coumarin. Skip sugary creamers that spike insulin. Cinnamon adds flavor without added calories and helps turn coffee into a metabolic ally for muscles. Simple, safe, affordable. Sometimes the smallest tweak delivers the biggest result. Stay with me because the next ingredient builds on this effect and makes your coffee even more muscle-friendly. Number 7, cocoa powder. The same ingredient you use for hot chocolate can turn your coffee into a hidden superfood when it is unsweetened. Cocoa is rich in flavonols, plant compounds that improve circulation, reduce inflammation, and support muscle recovery. For adults over 60, circulation is everything. When blood flow slows with age, muscles get less oxygen and fewer nutrients. Legs feel heavy, energy fades. Cocoa helps flip that story. Meet Evelyn, 72. She loved her morning coffee but dreaded slow, stiff walks. Her grandson suggested a spoon of unsweetened cocoa in the cup. It sounded odd at first. Weeks later, her steps felt lighter, stamina improved, and her blood pressure looked better at her next checkup. One small teaspoon started to change her mornings. Here is why. Flavonols in cocoa support endothelial function. That means blood vessels relax more easily and deliver oxygen-rich blood to working muscles. Better flow, stronger performance, faster recovery. When you pair cocoa with coffee's natural caffeine, you get a powerful 1-2 effect. Clean energy plus enhanced circulation. How to use it. Choose unsweetened natural cocoa powder. Skip sugar-loaded mixes. Stir in 1 teaspoon to your hot coffee until smooth. Add a splash of milk or a dash of cinnamon if you like a richer taste. No syrups, no whipped cream. Just a simple habit that protects muscles and supports heart health after 60. Number 6, coconut oil or MCT oil. It may sound unusual, yet in parts of Asia, elders have used it for years to fuel body and brain. For adults over 60, this is more than a trend. It is a simple way to steady energy, protect muscles, and support fat loss. Here is why it works. Medium-chain triglycerides are absorbed quickly and turned into ketones. Ketones are a clean fuel for muscles in the brain. With age, many cells use glucose less efficiently. That is when fatigue, brain fog, and weak legs creep in. Switching part of your fuel to ketones gives steadier energy without sugar crashes. Meet Harold, 69. He loved morning coffee but felt shaky by late morning and reached for sweets. His son suggested blending in a teaspoon of MCT oil. He worried it would make the coffee greasy. He tried it anyway. His energy stayed steady until lunch. Cravings eased. Over 2 months, he lost 7 pounds around the waist. His evening walks felt easier and his numbers at the checkup looked better. How to use it? Start small. Blend 1 teaspoon of coconut oil or MCT oil into hot coffee. Build up slowly if it suits you. Blending creates a creamy texture many people enjoy. The key is consistency. A small daily dose trains the body to use fat more efficiently and keeps muscles fueled across the day. Number 5, milk or soy milk. A simple addition most people overlook. When you lighten coffee with milk or soy milk, you turn a routine cup into a muscle-preserving drink, which matters after 60. Here is why. Milk delivers complete protein with all essential amino acids, including leucine, the signal that kickstarts muscle building. Soy milk brings high-quality plant protein plus isoflavones that support bones and heart health. For seniors, every gram counts. Even a small splash moves you toward your daily protein target. Meet Dolores, 72. She drank black coffee for years to save calories. Her daughter, a nurse, noticed thinning arms and fading strength and suggested soy milk in the morning cup. Months later, carrying groceries felt easier, stairs felt lighter, and her doctor noted a small improvement in bone density. A simple change, real results. How to use it. Add half a cup of milk or soy milk for about 4 to 6 grams of protein. Choose lactose-free milk if you are sensitive. Pick fortified soy milk for a plant-based option with added calcium and vitamin D. Skip sugary creamers that add empty calories and no protein. This swap supports muscle health, bone health, and steady energy at the same time. If you found this helpful, hit like and subscribe to Senior Strength 60 Plus so you never miss practical tips for life after 60. Tell me in the comments how your health has been lately and which option you will try in your coffee. Your story can help someone else take the first step. Number 4, collagen powder. Most people think of it as a beauty supplement, but after 60, it is much more. Collagen is the glue that holds muscles, joints, and bones together. As we age, natural collagen production falls each year, which is why stiffness, creaky knees, and slow recovery become so common. The good news is simple. Add collagen powder to your morning coffee and you can start fighting back. Meet Robert, 70. He loved gardening but dreaded the soreness that followed even light work. A neighbor suggested collagen in his coffee. He was skeptical, then tried it. Within 2 months, his knees felt easier, movement was smoother, and he could kneel in the garden again without groaning. For him, collagen was not a vanity product. It helped him move with confidence. Here is why it helps. Collagen delivers amino acids your body needs for structure, especially glycine and proline. One scoop usually adds about 10 grams of gentle protein that dissolves smoothly with no taste. Coffee's natural boost to circulation helps carry those building blocks where they are needed, supporting stronger muscles, healthier joints, and even better bone support, which matters as fracture risk rises later in life. How to use it. Stir 1 scoop of unflavored collagen powder into hot coffee until fully dissolved. Keep it simple and consistent. Aim for daily use and pair your cup with a protein-friendly breakfast so your body has what it needs to repair and rebuild. Number 3, whey protein powder, a true game changer after 60. Many people think protein powders are only for bodybuilders. In reality, they can be even more important for older adults. With age, the body becomes less responsive to small amounts of protein. Scientists call it anabolic resistance. In simple terms, the same portion that once maintained your muscle barely moves the needle now. You need higher quality protein to trigger the muscle building signal. This is where whey shines. Whey protein is rich in leucine, the amino acid that flips on the body's growth switch. Without enough leucine, repair stalls and new fibers do not form well. Research shows that daily whey can boost lean mass, improve strength and balance, and even help walking speed, which are all critical for independence after 60. Meet Helen, 67. She stayed active, but laundry baskets felt heavier, her arms looked thinner, and stairs left her winded. Her son suggested adding 1 scoop of unflavored whey to her morning coffee. She worried it would taste like chalk. A few weeks later, her arms felt firmer, her steps steadier, and her checkup confirmed a gain in lean muscle. For Helen, whey was proof that rebuilding strength is still possible. How to use it. Stir 1 scoop of unflavored whey, isolate into hot coffee until smooth. It blends cleanly, adds no sugar, and delivers a concentrated hit of complete protein right when your body needs it most. If you are sensitive to lactose, choose whey isolate or hydrolyzed whey, which are easier on digestion. Pair your cup with a protein-friendly breakfast, such as eggs or yogurt, to hit your daily target. Number 2, chia seeds. Tiny, almost tasteless, and often ignored, yet one of the most powerful add-ins for coffee after 60. Do not let their size fool you. When you grind chia and stir it into a hot cup, you unlock fiber, omega-3 fatty acids, and plant-based protein that muscles, joints, and brain health depend on. Here is the surprising truth. Most seniors get less than half of the daily fiber and omega-3s they need. That shortfall speeds muscle decline, adds stubborn belly fat, worsens blood sugar swings, and can even cloud memory. Chia seeds tackle all 3 fronts at once. Protein helps preserve muscle. Omega-3s calm inflammation and support joint comfort. Fiber improves digestion, steadies blood sugar, and helps you feel full longer so energy lasts. Meet George, 70. Constipation, creeping belly fat, and low energy made mornings tough. His daughter, a nutritionist, suggested grinding chia and adding a teaspoon to his coffee. He scoffed and called it bird food. Weeks later, he was surprised. Digestion moved, the waistline eased, morning walks felt smoother, and the phrase he used said it best. It feels like I oiled my engine. How to use it. Grind chia seeds first so your body can absorb the nutrients. Stir 1 to 2 teaspoons into hot coffee until it turns slightly creamy with a mild nutty note. If you prefer, blend with a splash of milk or soy milk for extra protein and calcium. Drink water through the day since fiber works best with fluids. Number 1. Turmeric with black pepper. A golden duo that looks like a simple spice mix. Yet for adults over 60, it is one of the most powerful natural additions you can put in coffee. Turmeric carries curcumin, a compound that calms inflammation, supports arteries, and helps muscles feel stronger. Here is the key. On its own, the body absorbs very little. Add a tiny pinch of black pepper and absorption can jump dramatically. That is what turns turmeric from a mild spice into a real helper for healthy aging. Inflammation is the hidden thief after 60. It stiffens joints, wears down muscle tissue, and stresses the heart and brain. Turmeric helps turn that around. With coffee's natural circulation boost, you get a 1-2 effect for sore knees, tight hips, and tired legs. Meet Satoshi, 73. Gardening was his joy, but knee pain and swelling kept him inside. Pain pills only masked the problem. His daughter suggested half a teaspoon of turmeric with a small pinch of black pepper in his morning coffee. He hesitated, then tried it. Weeks later, he was back in the garden, kneeling and pulling weeds without wincing. His checkup showed calmer inflammation markers. For him, turmeric was not just a spice. It was freedom to move. How to use it? Stir about 1/2 teaspoon turmeric and a small pinch of black pepper into hot coffee. The warmth helps release curcumin's power, and the pepper helps it reach your bloodstream. If you prefer a smoother taste, add a dash of cinnamon or a drop of honey, or blend with a little milk or soy milk for a creamy cup. Aging does not have to mean decline. With simple daily habits, you can calm inflammation, strengthen muscles, and protect brain and heart health so you stay strong, mobile, and independent well into your 70s, 80s, and beyond. Your morning coffee can either fuel decline or rebuild your future. The choice is yours. Fast recap of the 8 additions you can stir into coffee to rebuild muscle after 60. Cinnamon for steadier blood sugar. Cocoa for better circulation. Coconut or MCT oil for clean, steady fuel. Milk or soy milk for a protein boost. Collagen to support joints and recovery. Whey protein to trigger muscle building. Ground chia seeds for omega-3s, fiber, and plant protein. Turmeric with black pepper to fight inflammation. Now it is your turn. Which will you try first? Cinnamon, whey, or turmeric with black pepper? Tell me in the comments. I would love to hear your story. If this helped, tap like, share it with someone who needs stronger steps, and subscribe to Senior Strength 60 Plus for more science-backed tips to stay strong and independent after 60. Wake up tomorrow stronger, sharper, and more energized.